Practice problems for the Spiral 3 exam, numbers 9 and 10. So we're going to start by solving these two systems. I noticed just by the way the equations are lined up that for me elimination would be easiest. So remember, with elimination we are looking at our x's and our y's together. So I noticed that if I multiply my bottom equation by -3, that I will get opposites with my x's. So I'm going to bring down my first equation, 3x plus 4y equals 10. Then I'm going to multiply my bottom equation by -3. So I'll get positive 3x minus 3y equals -9. Now my x's have opposite numbers for the coefficients, and so when I add them they will eliminate. So -3x plus 3x is 0, and that's what I want. Now I'm going to add my y's. 4y plus -3y is 1, and then add my numbers. 10 plus -9 is 1. So y equals 1. Then I'm going to substitute that into one of my original equations, and I'm going to put it into the second equation for y. So -x plus 1 equals 3. I'm going to subtract my 1 from both sides. I get positive 2, and then the last thing is I need to divide by that -1. So the solution to our first system is the point -2, 1. That's where those lines would cross if you graphed it. Now let's look at the second system. Let's eliminate. And I look at my x's, 3 and 5. I'd have to multiply both equations by something to get opposite values. But with my y's, I notice that if I multiply the second equation by positive 8, that would give me 8y, which would be opposite from -8y in the first equation. So that's what I'll do. So there's my first equation rewritten, and on my second, multiplied by 8 is -40x plus 8y equals 152. That's 8 times 19. Then I'm going to add those values. So I get -43x, my y's will eliminate, and then 152 plus 20 will give me 172. Then I'm going to divide both sides by -43, so x equals -4. Finally, I'm going to plug that into one of my originals, and I am just going to plug it into my second equation. So -5 times -4 plus y equals 19. 20 plus y equals 19. Subtract my 20 from both sides to get y by itself, -1. So the solution to this system is the point -4, -1. If we graphed those lines, that's where they would cross. Finally, number 10, we've got the linear system x minus y equals -1, and 3x plus y equals 9. So if x equals 2, what's the value of y? So I'm going to plug in 2 to my first equation. 2 minus y equals -1. I'm going to subtract my 2 from both sides. So -1 minus 2 is -3. And then I'm going to divide both sides by -1. So y is going to equal 3. I'm going to plug it into my second equation just to check and make sure that I get the same value. So 3 times 2 plus y equals 9. 6 plus y equals 9. I'm going to subtract 6 from both sides, so y equals 3. So what is the value of y? 3.